In the last episode, we put 2 past Atletico Madrid to beat them 2-1 at home on the final match day of the Champions League group stage to move on to the last 16. However, our Bundesliga struggles continue as we are stuck in 9th place, 3 points behind our arch rivals Eintracht Frankfurt, and with our next game being against them, this is the squad that we are going into the game with, and in front of our own fans, we are looking to get a win in the eventual push for top 4. And early on here, it's Paulinho, a brilliant bit of skill, making his way down the right. Plays a through ball for Patrick Schick, our star striker, making his way through the penalty box, and Patrick Schick does not hesitate. 1-0 early on. We can always rely on our star striker up front. The question is, can we keep it up? Frankfurt are trying to push, but Jonathan Tah at the back looking to cement his center back spot. Frankfurt remaining resilient, but in the 56th minute, Schick plays it over to Paulinho. A brilliant finish from our young winger. And that will seal it, a 2-0 victory against Eintracht Frankfurt in the first game of the episode. Goals win games, the perfect start for us. And taking a look at our transfer budget, we have about 38 million in the bank, and having signed Klosterman, we're looking to get Ikone in as well. 18.5 million is the offer that gets accepted, and after agreeing personal terms in January, Ikone will also join us. But let's leave that for now, as our next game is another bit of a derby against at first FC Köln. And early on, a good save from Hradecky, but the defensive error leads to a very easy goal. And it goes from bad to worse, a penalty conceded, and it does get taken away. It's just the worst start for us in this one. A big change of dynamic, and we keep pushing, and eventually we get the ball over to Adam Hlojek with a brilliant finish. He makes it 2-1, but too little too late. We go down to Köln. And in our next game, it's definitely not going to be easier. It's Bayern Munich at home. They are pushing from the start here, and eventually it's a brilliant through ball for Leroy Sané to break us down and give Bayern a well-deserved lead. But right off kickoff, we stay resilient. It's Paulinho, the cutback for Patrick Schick. He is inevitable. He gets another in 2 games. He gets 2 goals. We can always rely on him. A brilliant curler into that top corner from Patrick Schick to make it 1-1. And Bayern stay resilient. They stay fast here on the counter. It's Müller, Choupo-Moting, Kimmich, a good save, but Hradecky doesn't hold it. He doesn't get up in time, and Bayern Munich lead. But we keep moving. It's Aranguiz, a brilliant turn, and this is exactly the type of play we are looking to implement at Bayer Leverkusen. Just that kind of fast-paced tiki-taka, and even if we don't get chances, we keep the ball, we keep it moving, and eventually just never know, even if then it didn't quite work out. But Schick now making his way through. A brilliant ball for Demirbay. Can't quite take advantage. But we keep pushing, and a brilliant save there from Hradecky to keep us in it. Bayern keep pushing though, and eventually it is Goretzka to pretty much seal this one. Still half an hour left though, and it is not done. Patrick Schick, and what is this? An unbelievable goal. What even happened there? Let's take a look at the replay. What looked like one of the most bizarre touches from Patrick Schick through the legs of Manuel Neuer. A sort of backheel touch to get away from the defender. I have never seen anything like that. And Patrick Schick with a brace in this one. And this might be the last chance for us. It is Aranguiz, but it is saved. And unfortunately that seals it. A 2-3 defeat. But to be honest, we were able to compete against the best team in the Bundesliga. And I think we should be happy about that. But now the Champions League draws out, and we are facing none other than the champions of Europe. But no need to think about that now. The transfer window is open, and finally, Klosterman joins us. We have hyped him up so much, waited so long, but hopefully he will help us strengthen in that center back position. He's tall, he's fast, and he is young, still full of potential. And while there was no cool cutscene for Jonathan Ikone, he also joins. And hopefully these 2 players will really be able to make an impact straight off the bat. Both will head into the starting 11. Paulinho getting replaced. We will see how much game time he will be getting. And for now, it's Tapsoba to get replaced by Klosterman. We will probably move it around quite a bit in that center back position. And not leaving quite yet, but in the summer window, Bellarabi, he was injured for most of the season, and we will let him go to Brighton on a free. And Amiri leaves as well for 11.3 million. We have given him 0 game time. No need to keep hold of him. Sint-Graven will also leave in summer on a free. And Adli, the youngster, we have given him chances, but he will hopefully develop into a better player at Bergamo Calcio. But a big transfer now. It's Tapsoba, who leaves to Juventus for a massive 55 million. We just didn't look like he was the right player for us, especially with Klosterman coming as a replacement. And speaking of Klosterman, that is not quite him, but he will be getting his debut in the first match of the new year. This is the first match of 2023. It's Wolfsburg against Leverkusen, and hopefully our two new signings will be able to make an impact. Early on here, it is Ikone with a bit of skill. That's exactly what we want from him, that creativity, playing the ball forward, moving it forward. And the interplay between our two center backs, Kosonu and Klosterman, seems to be good as well. All is going well, and eventually it's Demirbay laying it off to Frimpong. And we do take the lead in this one, and trying to put the issue beyond all doubt. It's first here as well, and to pretty much end off this game, it is Diaby to make it 3. And Klosterman really having a heck of a debut, really making an impact, really filling each other well. Kosonu and Klosterman, and Ikone not doing a bad job either, really bringing that ball through the midfield, trying to get from the wide areas inside. More led to chance, didn't quite work out, and Wolfsburg get one back. That is not enough. A very convincing 3-1 scoreline. Very good performances from our new signings as well. And Chelsea contact us. They're not happy with Hudson-Odoi's game time, and I just think it's better to terminate his loan. We never really used him. Klosterman, a good challenge, but then gives the ball away in a very boring and uneventful draw against Hoffenheim. And moving on, we suddenly find ourselves with 88 million to spend, and looking at which position we could still strengthen. It is deadline day. And to be honest, Demirbay has been a little bit subpar. And looking at which signings we could look at, Soler does stand out. He isn't getting much game time at PSG. And we are really looking to sign someone who can give us that extra creativity in the midfield. However, PSG drive a hard bargain. We try to lower the offer quite a bit, down to 60 million, but PSG not flinching. And with the tension growing quickly, we look to just round it down a little bit, have the last word. And PSG accepted is 73 million, and after agreeing personal terms, Soler joins. He is by far the biggest signing that we have made in this series, just over 70 million, which is unbelievable compared to all the other signings we've made. He is really going to help us transition the ball from the defensive third to the final third with his creativity and ball control. He's a very good passer of the ball, and who knows, he might get a goal or two for us as well. Definitely one of the most exciting signings we've made. A more offensive player, not just defenders, and a massive 73 million for him. Hopefully it'll be worth it on deadline day. And Paulinho is not happy that Ikone is replacing him, and after getting a loan offer, I think it's best to leave him, let him go on a short, develop into the player we know he can be. But now the deadline is up, the transfer window is closed, and once again, not the right player, but Soler is getting his debut here against Leipzig. It's a game away from home. Leipzig are third in the table at the moment. Kosonu early on with two brilliant challenges to keep it square, and eventually a brilliant ball to Florian Wirtz gets us the lead in this one. And Capie has been a bit of a quiet player, looking to change that here too. Extremely good tackles in a row, but eventually Leipzig do get the lead on the cusp of halftime, and Ikone looking to get his first. He hasn't quite been prolific in front of goal, and almost a massive defensive error there. And out of nowhere, Werner with a brilliant finish. Now late on 81st minute, can Schick get the equalizer? Yes, he can. Now can we hold on here? It's Leipzig, the last attack of the game. Can they score? Fortunately, they can, and to be honest, I really think we deserved something out of that game. That is the last kick. It is a very disappointing loss. We have to focus on the future now. After completely demolishing Bochum 4-0 at home, we look to do the same and do the exact same away from home against Mainz. Asmund hat-trick. But now there is no more messing about. It is the first leg of the Champions League round of 16 against Real Madrid. We will be starting at home and looking to take every piece of advantage that we can get from that. It's a massive game. It is Bayer Leverkusen against the champions of Europe. Definitely not a game we can underestimate. Hopefully we can get off to a decent start here. But it is an unbelievable tackle by Klosterman to prevent Real Madrid from getting anything. It's only a brilliant through ball from Ikone. Rudiger left in the mud, and Andre gets denied by Courtois. Those could be the chances we come to regret. Hopefully not, but off that corner it's Ikone, picks it up, plays it off to Klosterman. It's Soler, charges it up, and Carlos Soler with a brilliant first goal. And what a time to score at the first leg of the Champions League round of 16. A top corner finish that is unbelievable from our brand new signing. What a start for him. And now can we keep this up? The answer might just be yes. Schick gets played through. Now can he finish? Rounds the keeper. Will Rudiger block it? He won't. And Patrick Schick makes it 2. Somehow, 22 minutes into the game, we are leading by 2 goals against the champions of Europe. This is unbelievable stuff. Rudiger can't do anything about it, and neither can Courtois. However, Real Madrid do stay on the attack. Brilliant save from Hradecky. Here on top with a good interception. Very violent challenge by Benzema, and suddenly Tchouaméni pulls one back. We will have to take another look at that. Benzema does get the ball, but then a very, very hard hit to the leg on top. No injury, luckily, but it gets given. And right off kickoff, Benzema gets on the ball again, but Ta gets his revenge with a very strong challenge. You'll love to see it. And as Nketiah just goes ahead and clears it, that will be halftime. We keep leading by 1 goal and going into the second half. Real Madrid look to change that. Panic at the back, but Nketiah manages to make a last-gasp interception. Real Madrid keeping up the pressure. Luckily, that is offside. In the 86th minute here, we look to maybe put in one more attack. It's played over to Andrich, and oh my goodness, he missed the first chance, or rather got denied, but this time he does not hesitate. An unbelievable goal from our defensive midfielder. You wouldn't really fancy it from that angle, but boy, did he take that opportunity well. Straight into the bottom corner, no chance for Courtois. And with that, we take a 2-goal advantage into the second leg at the Bernabeu. Unbelievable stuff. For now, let's just quickly zoom past a couple other games. A 1-0 win against Augsburg at home in the next one. And here, away from home against Mönchengladbach. What is going on there? A bizarre free kick from the AI. Diaby, a brilliant turn. Now he's going to just sprint through that back line. Can he finish? Moussa Diaby, yes he can. But what was that for a free kick attempt? I have never seen anything like that from the AI in FIFA. And after a very easy finish for Patrick Schick, that does seal it, but Ikone not really being confident in front of goal. We did mention it, but the struggles continue. And in the next game, we actually find out that Patrick Schick is the Bundesliga top scorer. Would you believe it? But with his recent form, you can't really be surprised. This game, though, it is going to be a real challenge. Second in the league, it's Borussia Dortmund. For a good reason, they keep the pressure going early on. While we don't really get picked back too much, we can't get the right angle. And eventually, on the cusp of halftime, a brilliant ball played through for Emre Can. Klosterman can't quite get him off the ball, and it's a brilliant finish. However, early in the second half, it's Diaby once again, his signature move, charging down the wing, and it's an easy finish in the end for Moussa Diaby. He has been on fire, and suddenly we are back level, 1-1. Borussia Dortmund keep up the pressure, and right there, it is Klosterman helping out Hradecky a little bit in front of goal. Now moving on to the latter stages of the game. What a save from Hradecky. Now to clear the corner here, this could be one of the last chances. Bellarabi came off the bench. He's probably not going to get too many more appearances for us before his departure on a free, but he keeps going here. This is unbelievable. Can he find Moussa Diaby? He can, and it's an unbelievable goal. We take the lead, 87th minute. Moussa Diaby with an unbelievable finish. And now can we hold on and get a win against second in the league? Dortmund trying to change that, trying to get at least 1 point. And whoa, what's going on here? Hradecky with a brilliant stop comes out of his goal. Nketiah clears, and that will be it. What a scare late on. We do take all 3 points, and we are looking to put in a similar performance against Real Madrid at the Santiago Bernabeu. What an occasion this is for us, for our fans, for our players. The question is, can we hold on to our advantage here? Madrid definitely are going to look to put the pressure here in front of their own fans early on, not posing much of a threat. And it's actually Bayer Leverkusen to get the first big chance of the game. Good save from Courtois. Real Madrid push on. A good interception here. It's Benzema. The shot deflected. It falls back to Tchouaméni. Benzema. It's a good turn. Can he finish? He can. And suddenly we only lead by 1 goal. And it goes from bad to worse. A good turn from Vinicius Jr. Plays Benzema in. And suddenly our lead evaporates. And from worse, it goes to even worse. It's Vinicius through on goal, a brilliant turn, and suddenly Real Madrid lead. Stunning scenes, and luckily that will be halftime. We need to regroup. We need to change something because we are losing, and as it stands, we would crash out of the tournament. And it looks like a 5-4-1 formation could be the best. Cover at the back, but still width for our attacking play. And early on, we look to push. We look to push for that equalizer. It's a very good save from Courtois. And Real Madrid try to go down the left. It's a very good challenge by Kosunu. Bellarabi brings it forward. Patrick Schick plays forward. Soler. Good ball for Diaby. Still Diaby. Turns away, looks for players in the middle. Soler over to Schick. And Patrick Schick gives us hope once again. It's 4-4 on aggregate. What a tie this has been. It is not done yet. 79th minute. With that back four, we are really hard to break down. Tao with an easy interception there. And laid on. Could it be Patrick Schick again? Oh, what a save from Courtois. What a chance. At the 89th minute of play here, Real Madrid looking to push through the midfield. It's a very good challenge by Soler, though, to stop them. Now Adam Plojek pushing through Schick. Brilliant ball for Carlos Soler. Could this be it? It is. It's Carlos Soler. The Spaniard scores another. Unbelievable. He has been amazing against Real Madrid. And that could be the goal that sends us to the Champions League quarterfinal. That is stunning from Bayer Leverkusen. Surely that is the goal to take down Real Madrid at their own home. Our fans go crazy. Everyone goes crazy. That is unbelievable, completely unexpected against the run of play, but Carlos Soler is never gonna miss that chance from that position. No chance for Courtois, and in all likelihood, that will be the goal that seals this draw, and what a draw it has been. What a roller coaster. Unbelievable scenes. Surely there's not much time left now for Real Madrid to make a comeback. In fact, that is the last kick of the game. We have beaten Real Madrid in their own stadium. And that is just absolutely stunning. It really shows our resilience. We went down. We were down by a goal at halftime, but we stayed strong. And eventually, when the spaces opened up, we took our chances well and managed to take down even as well as an orchestrated team as Real Madrid are. But we were able to push through, as well as at the back, at front, of course. Fans are absolutely gassed. This is unbelievable, and while we don't necessarily aim to win the Champions League, we are looking to keep up this form. But whether or not we can, you'll have to stay tuned to find out. So make sure to watch the next episode on Mr. Carrot.